things, he's go.
That's it. Love you guys. Let's go. Gang on me, gang on three. 1, 2, 3. Gang.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
The Las Vegas Raiders have their identity now. They're a physical team that plays smash-mouth football. That means running the ball, stopping the run, and getting after the opposing team's quarterback. The defense getting turnovers and the offense not turning the ball over is also a part of the deal. That's the kind of football the Raiders have been playing since interim head coach Antonio Pierce took over, and has them in position to possibly make the playoffs. They just need to win out and get a little help, and all that starts with them beating the Indianapolis Colts Sunday. It's crazy to see the majority of the NFL media has the Raiders winning the game. The Raiders haven't been favored by the media to win very often this year. They can't help it though, because they can't unsee what they saw when the Raiders hit the Kansas City Chiefs in the mouth. There's no reason to believe the Raiders can't do that to the Colts too. If you saw the Colts play last week, you saw a team that looks like it's made to order for the Raiders. The Colts look even less equipped to handle what the Raiders are bringing than the Chiefs. Let's take a look. It was tough sledding on the ground for the Colts last week against the Atlanta Falcons. The Colts had 92 yards on 25 carries, averaging 3.7 yards per carry. Quarterback Gardner Minshew had 4 carries for 31 yards, so Colts running backs had 62 yards on 21 carries. That's 2.9 yards per carry. Jonathan Taylor only had 43 yards on 18 carries for 2.4 yards per carry. The Falcons are only number 15 against the run too. The Raiders are number 22, but I believe they're number 6 since Pierce took over. Either way, the Colts are struggling to run the ball because that offensive line isn't moving anyone. Here we have a power out of the gun and not much. You can't keep them blocked. Here the Colts try a zone stretch out of the gun, and that gets negative yards. Here they're going to try it again and not much. Here the center's going to pull and throw a no-hitter so Taylor doesn't get far. Too many Falcons get into the backfield on this one. Here Taylor's going to try to cut back and nothing's going to be there. And they're going to be facing a run defense that's coming in hot. Of the 85 yards on 25 carries the Chiefs had, 10 carries for 53 yards came from Patrick Mahomes, and that was on pass plays. So Chiefs running backs only had 32 yards on 15 carries for 2.1 yards per carry. That's because middle linebacker Robert Spillane was on point with 11 tackles and 2 run stops. As you saw, edge rusher Max Crosby blew that play up first. Weak side linebacker Divine Diablo was on point too. He had 6 tackles on the day. Here he makes the tackle off the edge. Edge rusher Malcolm Kuntz tripped into the run game too with 6 tackles and 3 stops. Pass protection isn't working too well for the Colts either. They're pretty weak at the tackle position. They might be getting their starting right tackle back, but he's playing against Max Crosby after not playing for a while. At left tackle Bernard Raymond, if Malcolm Koonce doesn't need him up. It ain't safe on the interior for quarterback Gardner Minshew either. The Colts offensive line can't pick up blitzers either. So what does that lead to? The quarterback flipping out when someone gets near him. He can't get comfortable in the clean pocket either. Look at this, he has a clean pocket here and he freaks out and gets out of there. Minshew could have simply checked the ball down to the running back without all the extracurriculars here. He's going to run himself into a sack here. Once you get your quarterback too freaked out, you're not getting him back that day. That's what the Raiders did to Mahomes last week. They chased him all over the yard. Here, Koonce is going to chase Mahomes right into Crosby. The Raiders brought that heat from inside too. Here's Jerry Tillery. And when Mahomes tried to run, he had a 4.4 40 running linebacker waiting for him. The Raider defense forced him into some mistakes. Safety Trayvon Merrick should have had that. Corner Amik Robertson should have had this one. The Raiders did get him for a pick six though. They also sacked him 4 times. Here's one from interior defensive lineman Adam Butler. And of course you know edge rusher Malcolm Koonce did his thing with 3 sacks. Here's one off the spin. Here's one where he showed his relentless motor and simply didn't stop. And here's more relentlessness. Falls down, gets back up and makes the sack. On defense, the Colts gave up 177 yards rushing to the Falcons last week. Here's a 32-yard run by Bijan Robinson. Here's Robinson for another 25. Check the pronunciation, but Tyler Algier got in on the act too. Look at the hole on this one. And this one's going to the house from 31 yards out. The Colts are having problems against the run. And in come the Raiders with Zamir White. We're not sure if star running back Josh Jacobs is playing or not, but if not, White got this. He got the Chiefs for 145 yards on 25 carries. He gashed the Chiefs on short yardage. And when it was time to run the clock out and the Chiefs had 9 on the box, he broke. Then on the very next play with 9 in the box, he gets another 13-14 yards. The Colts are going to have a time stopping whoever's running the ball for the Raiders. After watching the Raiders hit the Chiefs in the mouth and the Falcons hit the Colts in the mouth last week, it looks like the Colts are made to order for the Raiders. It looks like they're weak everywhere the Raiders are strong right now. The Raiders are running the ball very well right now. The Colts, not so much. The Raiders are stopping the run these days. And the Colts, they didn't do so well against the run last week. Oh, and going back to the offensive side of the ball for the Colts, they're not protecting the passer very well. I don't have to tell you how the Raiders are going to take advantage of that, do I? Thank you for watching. See you next time.